MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. It's baseball, it's The Show, and it comes your way next. Jose Quintana is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Stepping into the box, Nick Senzel, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch on its way. Lays off 1-0. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Batting second, the first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
Striding into the box, Joey Votto. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, he's got 12 hits in 23 at-bats. A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman. Quintana has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake-bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. A ball and 2 strikes. All in all, a great afternoon for baseball. 73 degrees here at first pitch. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summerskill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summerskill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Row. The more I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
1 out, nobody on. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. That's in the basket, a home run. A solo home run here off the bat of Joey Votto, the 297th of his career. As the Reds strike first, it's 1-0.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly, just like that, and they take the lead.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Eugenio Suarez. And he'll be looking to snap out of it in this one. Not having much success at the plate over the last week and a half. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Nope. And that misses, ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Takes this the other way to right. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
To the plate now, Mike Moustakas. They so wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. Even 1-1 count to Moustakas. To 1-2 now.
Hey, last two pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
The 1-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
That is it.
When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things around on the mound, but the way it's going right now, this has the makings of a start he's going to want to forget.
Nick Castellanos now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
Count is even 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos. Now the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
That is it. The left fielder, number 44.
So coming to the plate, Aristides Aquino. And he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. First pitch on its way.
Ball, that's off the plate.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
Moustakas at second with 2 down. That's inside. 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Two-0 count. The pitch. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Hayward coming on. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Reds 2 and the Cubs nothing. Sonny Gray is on the mound for the Reds in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, when you look up the word dependability in the dictionary, you'll find a picture of this guy. Career ERA just under 3.5, and that's saying quite a lot in the high-scoring games that we see in baseball going on right now. Real solid pitcher, controls the running game, controls the strike zone, and more importantly, he knows how to get deep into the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Solid pitcher, and he'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Ball 1.
And a ball 1-0. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I can't tell you how important it is to throw that first run up on the board, and that's exactly what they did. A little crooked number, a 2-spot to give their pitcher a chance to relax and go out and pound the strike zone. This team has been playing red-hot baseball recently.
Weak grounder down the first baseline. And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single.
Hey, I can only take you inside the mind of the batter right here. Had a lot of swinging bunts in my day. Soon as that ball hits the dirt in front of you, you are getting it down the first baseline. When you smell a knock, I don't care what it looks like, you are getting it down the line.
Here's Jason Hayward now. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. Over to first, Gray, and they got him.
Well, this game is still getting underway, so maybe he wasn't quite awake yet over there at first. Hate to have a guy picked off, but I guess it's better in the first than in the ninth.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And they start him out away with a called strike. One out, nobody on. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting third, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Digging in, Chris Bryant. He's looking to get things going at the plate. It has not been going his way of late. Here comes the first pitch. Gray's ready, coming at him with the 0-1. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Got him swinging. Made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning.
Cubs are down quietly. They trail it here 2-0. In now for the Reds, Freddie Galvis. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. He'll throw down to first, 1 away.
Batting eight.
In now, Tucker Barnhart. Comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Now the pitch. And that misses for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball is swung on and bounced to short. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Batting nine, the pitcher, number 54, Sonny Gray.
Into the box, Sonny Gray, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Happ will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Reds are down in order. They're up 2-0. Leading off the inning, Wilson Contreras, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ball one as he lays off below the zone. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. Two and two to the Cubs catcher. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. So go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Rizzo, a native Floridian. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, this guy has been an absolute solid player his entire big league career, and I expect him to have a ton of suitors come this offseason.
1 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Gray, the former Yankee, he was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Struck him out.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
Warburg.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the...
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Gray into his motion. Here's the 1-1. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Drilled to the right side. Fielded by Moustakas. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Nothing doing here this half. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the Reds 2 and the Cubs nothing. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that means Nick Senzel will dig in at the plate.
The center fielder, Nick Senzel.
Here's the pitch. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball one. Red center fielder in front with a 2-0 count. Outside, 3-0 now.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
And he thought that was ball 4, but it's called a strike. 3-1 now.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1 pitch. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
Another one sent foul. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
The first baseman, number 19.
In is Joey Votto now. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
That last at-bat, he didn't crush that changeup for a home run. But listen, a home run is a home run. This guy's awfully strong, and he can hit it out to any part of the ballpark.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Count 0-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Taken in by Kipnis on to first, and Votto's gone for out number 2.
The third baseman, number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in Eugenio Suarez. First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. On the corner away, a ball and a strike.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Here's a called strike on the curveball. 1-2.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taken all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Reds, as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead.
Welcome back as the Cubs look to get their bats going here in the 3rd inning, and you can say they've been trying to do that pretty much all year. One coach told me before the game, there are certainly plenty of areas for us to improve offensively, but first and foremost, we need to start by putting the ball in play more often. There's too much swing and miss in our game. And the stats do back that up, as they currently rank near the bottom of the league in strikeouts, so that appears to be an area of emphasis going forward, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading off for the
Digging
Cubs,
in, Ian Happ, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Well-located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
The windup and the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. fouled away. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. This is on the ground over to first. Fielded by Votto. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting eight.
And with one away, let's give you a look at the standings in the
Jason.
NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Into the box now, Jason Kipnis. First delivery to him on the way. Gray ready with the 0-1. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
Into the box, Jose Quintana. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Two out, nobody on. And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. They're down 2-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said he's been really happy with how many balls they've hit hard and on a line. Looking at the numbers, they've had 7 total line drives, and even though some of those have resulted in outs, he says it's that kind of consistent contact that leads to W's in the standings.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
The second baseman, Mike.
Striding in once again, Mike Moustakas. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch.
0-1.
Here comes the 0-1. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Moustakas, or just Moose for short, he was selected in the 1st round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. He pulls this one into right. Hayward is there, and he makes the catch for the out. All right, so time now for the Cubs Road to the Show report, as we see a couple of prospects who have been performing at a high level in the upper minors. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. As with one away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time, every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And it's fouled away. Castellanos matches up here in this one against his former employer. He became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, guys, I always think it's interesting to play your old uniform. Maybe say hi to everybody you got accustomed to seeing when you were previously here. But then once the game starts, it's all business.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Line drive to left. Schwarber is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Striding in, Aristides Aquino comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. Around first, he's digging for second. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
At the plate, Freddie Galvis can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. This is line to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more fun here on a Friday afternoon after this. Back to the top of the order now, and with it comes Javi Baez to the plate.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
1 ball, no strikes the count. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. Two great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. Into the bleachers, and gone! A solo home run there for Javi Baez. Number 11 for him on the season, and that'll put the Cubs on the board. It's now a 2-1 lead.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and
Now
he did just that.
Right fielder.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward.
Hayward.
Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, and Hayward has gone on strikes, and there's 1 away.
I think he kind of trained the hitter's eyes in that at
Now
bat. What I
batting,
mean is you'll
third
find the
baseman.
first 3 pitches are all
Red.
down around the knee. So as a
Oh,
hitter,
yeah.
he's probably looking down there again, and that's the perfect time to raise his sights and make a good pitch up.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 delivery.
Ball inside.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. 3-0 now.
Well, of all the guys in this lineup, he's definitely the guy I'd be cautious with, especially with a 1-run lead. No surprise that he's treading lightly right here.
Bryant looking at a 3-1 count.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
The 3-1. There's ball 4.
Ball 4.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first
Now
walk he's
batting,
given up,
catcher,
along with a couple of hits, so
Wilson.
his command has been pretty
John
solid so
Rivera.
far.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Wilson Contreras. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Whoa, that's down.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Runner at first here, 1 man out. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And they take the lead. It's gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And it gives the Cubbies a 3-2 lead.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now.
44. Anthony
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Fouled off. 1-1 home.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now, he needs to think about this hitter.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Scooped up, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
So in now for Chicago, Kyle Schwarber. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, that's just out. Nope, that's down.
Gray now on 2-0. 2-1 now.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
The 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1. Ian Happ would be next if they can keep this inning alive.
Here we go.
Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Now the payoff pitch home. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Cubbies are in front, 3-2. Now in the box, Tucker Barnhart. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Barnhart.
First offering on its way. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Now here it comes. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
The 0-2 once more. Weak grounder back to the mound. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The pitcher, number 54, Sonny Gray.
At the plate, Sonny Gray. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. One and 2 the count to the Reds pitcher.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Stepping in now, Nick Senzel. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
At the ball. Come on. Two, one.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pitch popped up. Rizzo in foul ground, and that ends the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 3 and the Reds 2. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Here comes the first pitch. Too high to start the inning. It's 1-0. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder. And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. Waiting his turn on deck next is Jason Kipnis. The 3-1 pitch.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. The bouncer to the left side, fielded cleanly, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
2 balls, no strike.
Pitch on the way. A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
The pitcher, number 62, Jose Quintana.
Now at the plate, Jose Quintana looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
0-1 the count. Gray into his motion. Here's the pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. Taken in by Votto. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're up 3-2. Joey Votto will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. And now pitch on the way. Well behind that fastball, it's a swinging strike. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And that's in there as well, 0-2 now.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a sinking fastball. Called strike 3, and that's out number 1. So stepping in, Eugenio Suarez, 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. And the pitch. And that's in there for a strike.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Hit back up the middle. Baez fields it cleanly. And that's the second out.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mike Moustakas. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
No balls and a strike to count. 0-1, here's the pitch.
That's a ball.
3-2s are scored here in inning number 6. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. And that's in there, base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Stepping up to the plate, Nicholas Castellanos. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ball 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there.
He's got to find a way to grab some composure out there and not let this inning get away from him. He was dominating, and now he goes out and gives up a 2-out single and then almost drills a guy. Get back in the zone.
But this will find the shortstop's glove for the 3rd out of the inning. 1 left for Cincinnati. They're down 3-2. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Javier Baez. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Here comes the 1-0.
Nope.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 2-0 on the way. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. And he got him to chase after a bad one there. 2-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
3-2. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. Now the 3-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Number 44 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
So 1 away in the inning, and that'll bring in the dangerous bat of Jason Hayward, the right fielder. Here's the first pitch to him.
Count 1-1.
1 out, nobody on. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
The 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Line, but speared on a hop. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, third baseman, Ryan.
2 away now for the Cubs in the 6th. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. Gray has his target. First pitch on the way. And he lays off there, 1-0. And the pitch. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
The 1-1 home. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Moustakas is right there, and he will make the catch, so that'll do it. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We're through 6 full. It's the Cubs 3 and the Reds 2. Alec Mills will come on in relief now as he'll make his 35th appearance of the season.
Number 30, Alec Mills.
7th inning ready to roll. Digging in once again, Aristides Aquino. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Shortstop, Freddie Galvin.
Digging in to try it again, Freddie Galvis. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Popped up. The 0-1 delivery. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
1 out, nobody on. High and deep down the left field line, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. And another foul ball. The pitch. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and next to bat will be Tucker Barnhart. He's set. Here it comes. First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1. Mills, a native of Tennessee. He was taken in the 22nd round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 1-0 home. Swing and a line drive. And that's a fair ball heading out toward the 353 sign on the Ivy. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Well, now you see how difficult it is to be a catcher. This ball is really smoke, gets all the way to the wall, D-Row, but he just doesn't have the foot speed to turn this into an extra base hit.
Yeah, his calling card is definitely not his ability to run the bases. It's for offense and massaging a pitching staff.
And this one runs up high, ball 1. fouled away.
The Reds have been searching for that big hit all game long. Let's hope they can get it. They're starting to run out of time. It's about time for something to happen.
And he'll watch the fastball miss down low. It's 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Full count, 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be two? Kipnis relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. It's the Cubs 3 and the Reds 2. Robert Stevenson gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Robert Stevenson.
Ready to take his hacks again, Wilson Contreras, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Strike one to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. The pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
So now to the plate, Anthony Rizzo, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
The 2-0 on the way. Swing and oh my, hit him with the hind into the bleachers and gone. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
At the plate now, Ian Happ. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And he falls behind 0-2. Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here it comes. Hit down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. The Cubs get a run courtesy of Anthony Rizzo. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 4-2 Chicago. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Craig Kimbrell will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch.
Now pitching.
Ian Miller will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Now playing center field.
Ready to begin the 8th. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Nick Senzel. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 0-1 pitch.
Nope. Ball 1.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber is there, and he has it for the out.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
So 1 away here in the Reds' half of the 8th. And standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. And now pitch on the way.
1-0.
And he takes ball 1. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Miller is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
Stepping into the box, Eugenio Suarez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch.
Counts 1-0.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Grounded back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Standing in now, Mike Moustakas. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A bouncer up the middle. Kipnis has it. He'll go to Baez at second for the force, and that ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. Cubs lead it 4-2. Pedro Strop is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 46, Pedro Strop.
Coming to the plate now, Jason Kipnis. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
The second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. The 2-0. 3-0 now. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to...
A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right
Now
there. You
batting,
execute a
center
nice pitch
fielder,
down in the zone, think you're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, and you find yourself with a man on first. Got to regroup.
To the plate now, Ian Miller. As he swings and grounds it toward the hole. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. But they will not get an out on the play as he beats the throw to first, and there are 2 on to start the inning now.
Javier. Baez.
Here's Javier Baez.
Will swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play.
So far, 2 for 3 in this one. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
The 1-2.
That's a ball.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, got to feel like it's a win for the offense.
And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. From the belt, the pitch.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
Here comes the 0-1. Shin high. That's taken for a ball. The 1-1. And he fouls this one off.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Counts even to Hayward. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a
Now
good job
batting.
there of
Third
exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Here's Chris Bryant now, as he'll cut on and miss it. A good slider at the knees for strike 1. No hits to this point. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch.
Ball 1 strike.
Getting late. 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Hey, it's looking like he may be able to get out of this one after giving up 2 singles early.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple, but they still lead this one 4-2. Dan Winkler takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 43. Yeah. Winkler.
All set to start the ninth in this one. Digging in now, Nicholas Castellanos. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the first pitch to him. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Miller is right there, 1 down.
The batter, number 44.
Digging in, Aristides Aquino. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. The pitch. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Well, they say beggars can't be choosers, and when you're losing, you can't always choose how you get on base, but you've got to get on any way that you can, so he'll take that even though it probably hurts a little bit.
Standing in, Freddie Galvis. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First pitch on its way. Ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. To second for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Some more good work out of the bullpen as he notches his 10th save of the season right there. Nice job.
4-2 the final score today. The Chicago Cubs took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Jose Quintana earned his 5th win of the year. Dan Winkler hammers down the save, his 10th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 4 runs on 6 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base. For the Reds, 2 runs, 7 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. The winning pitcher is Jose Quintana. His record is now 5-4. The loss goes to Sonny Gray. He falls to 3-3. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 46 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.